It's Retro Pickups for the week. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Retro Pickups. All right, let's see what we got from Retro Pickups from Goodwill. A good haul from Goodwill. I think all of my stuff this week came from Goodwill, so let's see what we got today. First thing is, so I went to Goodwill, and I was very surprised. For some reason, there was a ton of early 2000s video cards in their boxes, some of them unopened, and I happened to grab one of these video cards. Probably, I don't know if it's the best video card, but it was in the best shape. Look at this thing. It's okay. It's a Geforce 85 GT. They recommend Windows Vista. I don't recall the year this came out. I should have checked first. It doesn't have a date on it anywhere, but minimum specs are PCI Express 16. This has 500 megabytes of RAM. Oh no, it wants 500 megabytes of RAM. It doesn't have that much, and maybe it does. Pentium 4 or Athlon XP, PCIe compliant motherboard, 350 watts. Requires Windows XP or Windows Vista. I do have an XP machine. Oh, it does have 512 of DDR2 built in. So this is completely unopened. It's like from 2008. But it still has the protective acrylic box. It's never been opened. It's still locked. It has these tabs that break if you open it. So this thing has never been opened. It's in perfect condition still because it's inside this acrylic case. So I bought it for $15 at Goodwill, and maybe I'll flip this. Maybe I'll put it in my XP machine. I'll have to decide. I don't use the XP machine. I haven't used it yet, but I have an XP computer. I've been all about the Windows 98. Anyway, there's that. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of other ones. There was AMD and Geforce cards. There was an AMD All-in-Wonder 9800 and no 9600. It was just weird to see it there. Okay, next, I've got another Sega Genesis controller. So this controller I actually remember having as a kid. So it's a 6-button controller. Has, I don't know, I guess it has a slow-mo and turbo mode function. So there's that. Yeah, both of the Genesis controllers that I already own have problems, and I'll clean them out to see if they're fixed. But now I've got that one. So there you go, $5 for the Genesis controller. All right. So when you're at Goodwill, sometimes there are things they always have, and there are things that are rare to see there. And this is one of those rare things. It's a PSP game, even though the game itself is not a big, as far as I can tell, it's not a big collector, game. But to see a PSP game at all at Goodwill is a pretty good find. So we got the UMD and the manual. I don't actually have a PSP anymore, but maybe someday I'll have one. And now I've got at least one UMD game in my collection. UMD, Sony's experimental format that lived and died with the PSP. So there you go. Another thing that's rare, a rare find at the Goodwill, are cartridges. So anytime I find cartridges, it's almost always a pickup, unless it's terrible shovelware from the DS. Maybe I won't pick it up. Like, I don't want any Mary-Kate and Ashley games. Although you could repurpose those cases maybe. Anyway, these cartridges are for the Atari 2600. And I do have a couple of Ataris, so I could play these. Anyway, I've got this game. What does that say? Roboblast. Roboblast. I've got an Atari 2600 game called Phoenix. So I'm not really familiar with this one. Use with joystick controller, it says. I got Haunted House. So I am familiar with Haunted House. From my memory, you're two eyeballs that walk around a haunted house. I guess the eyeballs are supposed to represent a dark room. Anyway, Haunted House on the Atari. This game is called Spectravision. Oh, that's the company. Planet Patrol. There you go. Spectravision Planet Patrol. We're about to have an ad. It's gonna run. Alright. Last game from the Atari collection. Vanguard for the Atari. I remember Vanguard. Vanguard is actually one of my favorite Atari 2600 games. Vanguard is a game where you're in a ship. It's a shooter. So you're in a ship and you shoot the alien spaceships. Vanguard. Anyway, $3 a piece, which is not super cheap, but Atari games are very rare. So $3 each. I got all these Atari games. Alright, this next thing is an eBay pickup. And this is a GameCube game.
Oh, yeah!
Who's that? Bull Delgado. Welcome, Bull Delgado. Welcome to the 90s. We're doing retro pickups. Let's look at your clip. Oh, it's more FIFA. You like that game. Very nice. So a GameCube game from eBay, and there's a specific reason why I picked this game. Anyway, this game is Splinter Cell, the original Splinter Cell for the GameCube. You know why I picked Splinter Cell? Didn't know you could do that. Do what? Splinter Cell is one of those games that has an available exploitable save. Okay, so my plan is to install the exploitable save onto a memory card. Alright. And then you can use that exploitable save to boot arbitrary code, which means I can run, use my GameCube, and I already do this with my Wii, but I can do it on the GameCube if I so desire, run game backups off of SD cards using an exploitable save and Splinter Cell. Also, Splinter Cell is a good game. So there's that. Okay, the very last thing. The best thing of all. The announcements. Yeah, the announcements. Yeah, you can do an announcement. It's a channel point. Very last thing. I got this Sony Playstation with this memory card. And you may be saying, 90s Nick, don't you already have a Sony PlayStation? Yeah, I do have a Sony PlayStation already. But this is a very specific variant of the PlayStation. It's an early model that has on it, you ready for this? Check it out. Notice anything unusual? The composite connectors, yellow, white, and red. Most PlayStation models do not have this. Okay, so not only does this model have these composite video connectors, which most models don't have, this is also a sought-after model for having a high-quality digital to audio converter for CD audio. So a lot of audiophiles back when the PlayStation was new really wanted this version of the PlayStation because of its high-quality audio CD playback. So it's just a very interesting and somewhat rare variant of the original PlayStation, and I happen to find this at Goodwill for $10. It's very dirty. I haven't tested if it works, and it came with this this memory card as a bonus. I don't know. Oh, it's a Performance 2X memory card, and it's got a little button on it for some reason. Don't know what that does. But anyway, yeah, the PlayStation. Model number is SCPH1001. So it's a 1001. Yes, 1001. So there you go. A rare variant of the original PlayStation. And that is all my retro pickups for this week. Thank you for joining me. If you like my stuff, visit my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to my YouTube. And leave a comment and let me know what you guys think of the retro pickups. Yeah, it's the launch model. Alright guys, let's get back to the game.